People are making tens of thousands of dollars in crypto asset just as we speak, so if you'd like to join that party, make sure you watch this video because I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. Hello guys, I'm the top foreign, and today I'm going to illustrate how I made roughly $40,000 in Bitcoin mining on complete autopilot with very little work needed. And in fact, I'm going to walk you through the exact process that I personally went through in order to get there. And I'm going to show you how you can start earning cryptocurrency as a complete beginner without any knowledge about trading or cryptocurrencies and without any previous experience. So if that sounds cool to you, if that sounds like something that you would like to try, then don't forget to drop us a like, hit the subscribe button, and the most important thing guys is that you focus 100% throughout this whole video because I am going to share tips and tricks that are going to maximize your profits if you don't pay close attention, and if you don't follow my instructions correctly, you may end up making a few cents or a few dollars, but you are not getting the maximum out of this method, and you end up wasting your time, and I know how valuable that is, so I don't want you to waste any. That being said, let's jump right into it. And moving on to the first step of the method, I want you guys to connect to honeyminer.com. This is a very powerful piece of software that is going to help us tremendously today in our initiative to earn cryptocurrency online, and we have not used this tool before in the channel, but we are going to make full use of it today in order to maximize our profits. Now, if you're just starting out and you don't really have a lot of knowledge or experience regarding trading crypto assets, cryptocurrencies, and so on, you don't have to worry because everything that I'm sharing today is completely beginner friendly. I know how difficult starting out can be. I have been in there, and that is precisely why I'm trying to put out content that is highly valuable. Up next, once you have connected to the website, what I need you guys to do is sign up. And it shouldn't take more than a minute for you to enter in your credentials, enter a valid email address, your first and last name, and you're all set. You can start using the website. Now, a very important thing is the fact that you enter a valid email address because they are going to send you a validation link. And if you don't click on that, you will not be able to use their platform. And once you're done with that, you can start the mining process. Now they say you will become an expert miner right away. I don't necessarily agree with that, but their algorithm will allow you to mine Bitcoin efficiently without any expertise or knowledge. And that is absolutely outstanding, especially if you don't really want to waste a lot of time in the learning process. Now they will actually mine different coins, and they will automatically get converted into Bitcoin, and your balance will increase daily. But I'm going to illustrate that more clearly in just a bit, and here is an depiction of the entire process so you can see the potential and you can also understand how it goes. Now, first of all, you will join the Honeyminer community. After that, Honeyminer will run on your computer and you will share your extra GPU and CPU power. And now guys, most computers are not used to their full capacity. Let's say that you open Google Chrome, you browse the web every day, maybe you use some additional programs such as Photoshop, Premiere Pro, or some other pieces of software. Well, you still not using all of your computer's resources, and what Honeyminer does is that it takes advantage of all the leftover energy and power that your computer has got. It basically takes advantage of your extra GPU and CPU power and turns that into Bitcoin. Now, the entire process behind that is quite technical and complicated. If you want to do your own research, you can do so on the web. You can find a bunch of details about that. I will not go in depth about all that technical stuff because I don't want you guys to get bored. I don't want to waste any of your time because I know how valuable that is. What you need to know is the fact that Honeyminer will turn that leftover power into currency, and at the same time, while your computer is mining cryptocurrency, you will also help blockchain in the way because this technology is constantly evolving and it needs your help. And once you have accumulated a certain number of coins, Honeyminer will convert them into Bitcoin on complete autopilot, so you don't have to convert them manually. You don't have to look for prices or anything of that sort. Honeyminer will convert everything automatically, and you will get Bitcoin in your balance. But I know you guys like exact figures, so we are not talking about a few cents, a few dollars. And actually, this is just an estimation. This is a hypothetical model, but you can definitely get an idea of how much money you can generate using Honeyminer in the long run. Now, depending on how much of your power you are using, you will get the certain amount of money as you might expect. And this is actually a simulation of how that process goes. Now, seeing that you are going to use 20% of your GPU, this is a hypothetical model. Again, it doesn't mean that it is 100% accurate, but you can generate all the way up to $6,000 in 5 years, so that is more than $1,200 in a single year. And if we raise this bar all the way up to 50%, let's say we don't want to use all of our power, that means $114,000 in 5 years, almost $3,000 per year. Now, if you're brave enough to raise this bar all the way up, as you can see, it amounts to $445,000. And as you all know, the price of Bitcoin is not always the same, so if it goes even higher than this, it is currently at about $33,000. If it goes even higher, all the way up to $40,000 or even more than that, you are going to make some additional profits automatically on complete autopilot, because this is all passive income. You don't have to be actively involved in a process. And for those of you that are worried about their security, because this may sound a little bit too good to be true, you can actually do your own research and go over to the security section of this website and see for yourself how they make sure that everything is anonymous and encrypted. Now, I will not go in depth about that. You can do so on your own, and instead I want you guys to focus on the potential profits that you can generate using this precise method that I'm covering today. Now, in order to clear any doubts that you might have, they also have an FAQ section, but I'm not going to bore you with all of these questions, and instead I'm just going to focus on the things that you might be interested in. First of all, you may think that setting this process up can be quite time-consuming and complicated for somebody who is not really familiar with all the technical stuff. Now you don't have to worry about that, because all you need to do in order to get started is basically download a software located in your downloads folder, run it, and start mining. And at this point you may wonder, well, how they are making their revenue? Well, they will take a commission of your earnings. That means they will get 8% out of your earnings if you have 1 GPU, and they will get only 2.5% out of your earnings if you have 2 GPUs. So depending on your computer's capabilities, they will get more or less, but it is still under 10%, and I believe that is still highly profitable if you're using it correctly. And guys, remember, this is passive income, and that literally means that you only have to set it up once after you download it, and after that it is going to mine Bitcoin for you automatically. You don't have to check it every once in a while. You don't have to be actively involved in the process by any means. Now you can get this piece of software on both a Windows device or also on an iOS device. This is a new feature. They didn't used to have an iOS version, but they do now, so you can take advantage of that. But now guys, if you want to truly leverage this method and maximize your profits, I'm also going to show you an alternative to this side, another Bitcoin miner that you can use for free. And in fact, I strongly advise you to use both of these in order to make sure that you are not leaving money on the table. The second option we've got is called CryptoTab Browser, and this is available for Windows devices, Android devices, and iOS devices. You can basically get it on App Store or Play Store and run it on your mobile device in order to start mining Bitcoin. Now, the main difference between this one and Honey Miner is the fact that using the CRYP, the browser, you can basically serve the web as you would do normally every single day and still earn cryptocurrency. That means that you can use this one just like you would use Google Chrome and be profitable. And another feature that I absolutely love is the fact that it looks and feels just like Google Chrome. I'm going to show it to you in a second. It also uses the same extensions. You can log into your Google account, so it is basically the same experience. The main difference is the fact that you are also generating money on complete autopilot. And remember, you can use it on all of your devices. That means you can use it on your mobile device. You can also use it on your desktop. And the more devices you have, the more money you are going to generate. And remember, you can use this one on all of your devices, so whether it is a smartphone or a desktop, you can still get the browser and go about your day normally while making money. And now, just as I promised, here is how the browser looks like. It is very similar to Google Chrome, just as I mentioned, and you can also sign into your Gmail account, and that will allow you to sync all of your data passwords and so on. You can use the same extensions, so it will not make such a big difference in terms of the overall experience. And another feature that I love is the fact that it is also powered by Google, so that means that if you type in, for example, make money online in the search bar, you would get the normal results that you would get on Google. So there is no difference between that. It is basically the same search. Now, whether or not you decide to use CryptoTab or the other miner that we have covered, that is completely up to you, but I suggest that you use both of them in order to get maximum results and not leave any money on the table, because it can be quite difficult to start out and generate cryptocurrency if you're a beginner, and having multiple streams of passive income can save that situation. So if you'd like to give this one a try, please also drop us a like, so I know that you appreciate our videos. That's it for now. Take action, and I will see you next time.